They're in very close at third base, extremely close. Zeal about 5 steps in front of the bag. Palmeiro is about 3 or 4 behind the bag at first base. And the pitch to Barty. He fouls it away. And a strike 2 to Camara. This ball game starting some 2 hours and 55 minutes. No, 2 hours. 7:30 till 10 o'clock. 2 hours and a half.
Let's see. Let me get my toes out now.
Count it out. Very, very long delay. The 2-strike pitch. Oh, he got him with a fastball over the inside corner. And Barty is caught looking.
Well, there it is. That's the Boomer. 2 strikes. He likes to bust the ball into the right-handers with a fastball right here. The running fastball right there. He'll do it a lot of times when he's ahead of the count against right-handers.
The batter is Lewis, Mark Lewis, playing at second base.
Now a little delay as Felipe and the catchers come down the left field line.
I think they're going to go ahead and play with them walking in foul territory, which normally doesn't happen. But this has not been a normal evening in Baltimore. First pitch to Lewis. Outside. 1 ball, no strikes to Mark Lewis.
Well, the winds have died down. Of course, the rain has stopped, and it's a
very pleasant evening.
Very nice now.
This one is fouled back into the mezzanine.
Terry Francona is at third base, of course. Fred Kendall, the coach at first base.
And it's a ball and a strike to Mark Lewis. David Wells delivers. A strike, and it's 1-2. Ball must have hit his bat. Seemed to be very much inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That'll even the count at 2-2.
Well, Lewis, one of the players the Tigers got from Cincinnati. He was the player to be named later. C.J. Nikowski. It was not a very well kept secret that we were going to get Lewis in the trade.
Ball 2 and strike 2. And he fouls it away. We still have a good crowd on hand. Some people naturally have left. We have a lot of flooding in this area, and they probably decided to head for home, but still a big crowd on hand. A 2-2 pitch and another foul ball.
Of course, a lot of them staying to see if Eddie Murray can become the 3rd player in history.
That's right.
To get 500 home runs, and of course he already has 3,000 hits. And you know, George, a year ago today, Cal Ripken Jr. broke the all-time mark.
What a great moment.
Consecutive game mark.
What a great moment. Just revived baseball all over the country. This one is high. Ball 3 and strike 2. They say when Murray gets his 500th home run, if it's here, it's going to be a very low-key thing because that's what he wants. And he's out on strikes as Hirschbeck goes up to the right hand, and Mark Lewis, who had started for first base.
Well, you be the judge, and yeah, that ball was inside, and the indication. Watch the catcher how he moves the glove back towards the plate, and it's okay as long as he calls them from both sides.
That'll bring up Fryman, Travis Fryman batting with 2 outs and nobody on. There's the slow curveball for a strike.
Travis has hit well against Wells, 7 for 17 with a home run.
We're in the first inning in Baltimore after a lengthy delay. 2 outs, nobody on. And strike 2 to Fryman. David Wells struck out Barty to start the inning. Mark Lewis struck out for the second out. Now it's strike 2 to Fryman. And he fouls it back to the screen. Couple of ball games have started about the time this one was supposed to start have been completed. Florida beat Montreal 4-0 tonight in Florida. That's the final score. Travis waiting on the 2-strike pitch. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Curveball hanging outside. That's John Hirschbeck behind the plate. Take a look at the pitch.
David said, ooh, I don't know. Well, I can't say anything because you gave me one against Lewis.
The 1-2 pitch. He struck him out. David Wells strikes out the side. We go to the bottom of the first. No score.
Okay, here's the batting lineup for Davy Johnson's Orioles. Leading off in center field, Brady Anderson. Batting second, Todd Zeals at third base. The third batter, Roberto Alomar, is at second. The fourth batter and playing first base, Rafael Palmeiro. Batting fifth in right field, Bobby Bonilla. The sixth batter, Cal Ripken, shortstop. Batting seventh, the DH, Eddie Murray. The eighth batter playing left field tonight, B.J. Surhoff, and batting ninth, the catcher, Chris Hoyles. Defensively for the Tigers in the outfield, Sierra, Barty, and Nieves. Around the infield, starting at third base, Nevin, Fryman, Lewis, Clark's at first base, Osmus behind the plate tonight, and Felipe Lira is the pitcher for the Tigers. Felipe's been pitching real well the last four games that he's pitched, but they have not been able to get him very many runs.
This is Brady Anderson to lead off. And he lines it down the line and left, and it's foul. Brady Anderson has 44 home runs.
It's amazing, absolutely. When he first came into the league, actually with the Red Sox, he almost was sent back to the minor leagues, and just a hitter to hit the ball to left field all the time, and now all of a sudden he has 44 home runs.
The 1-strike pitch is a strike. But John Hirschbeck going up with the right hand tonight. And a strike 2 to Anderson.
And look at this, 9 times he's led off the game with a home run this season.
He said he was hit by a pitch ball and threw the bat away, and Hirschbeck said, I don't think so.
Well, I don't know. It's hard to tell. It didn't look like he got hit.
I'll tell you, if I had 44 home runs, I'd say it didn't hit me. Hoping they didn't call it. It's a ball and 2 strikes to Anderson. Pitch is low, and the count is even at 2-2.
How's this for a leadoff hitter? 44 home runs, 99 runs batted in.
Fantastic.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Ball 2 and strike 2 to Anderson. And he bounces it toward first, and a fair ball. Clark steps on the bag, and Brady is not happy with that call. He stopped when he saw the right hand go up by the first base umpire, Jim Joyce. Well, there's 1 out. It'll bring up Todd Zeal. We're getting our first look at the National Leaguer, Todd Zeal, who came up with the Cardinals, traded to the Cubs, then the Phillies, and now traded to Baltimore. 1 strike to Zeal. This fella came up as a catcher. Supposed to be the hottest prospect in the Cardinal system. Then they moved him to third base.
Well, he's done real well for the Orioles in the 7 games he's played. Well over 400 with 3 home runs.
He fouls this one away, and it's 1-2. I think that's a strong suit, the bat. They were going to move him to first base in Philadelphia next year if they'd have kept him. So evidently he has trouble with the glove, but he swings a good bat. Pitch is over, but low.
There's no question they weakened themselves defensively with Zeal at third base, B.J. Surhoff in the left field, but they can score runs.
And a fly ball toward right field. That'll be caught. Todd Zeal is out number 2, and it'll bring up Alomar. Robert.
Here's where the groundskeeper hangs out down the right field line. Sits there, look at the monitor, see the weather report. The rain's on the way. Looks like he's feeding his mouth right now.
Roberto Alomar bats with 2 outs and nobody on, and a strike to Roberto. He's having a great year. 342, 20 home runs. One ball and 1 strike to Alomar. Felipe delivers, and a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Excuse me, George. We're talking about the Oriole lineup and the team that 15 more home runs this year. They will break the all-time record for home runs by a ball club.
Here's a strike. Alomar is caught looking, and he's out on strikes. We played 1, and it's 0-0. Ruben Sierra will lead off. Tony Clark will follow, and then Nieves. No score at the end of 1. David Wells delivers high to Sierra. David struck out all 3 batters in the first inning. A swing by Sierra makes it 1-1. Yankees leading 3-1 over Toronto. Baltimore trying to keep pace with the Yankees. And a fly ball. This will be foul and out of play. Makes it 1-2 to Ruben. He's the leadoff man in the 2nd inning. They play him a little bit toward left field, mostly straight away. And he bounces it in the hole is short. Ripken with a long throw and safe at first base. Ruben Sierra beats it out for an infield single. And we have the first base runner of the ball game.
Ball not hit hard, but is right in the hole at between short and third. Cal goes a long ways back. Plants makes a strong throw, but Ruben really hustling down first base and beats it out for a base hit.
That'll bring up Tony Clark. The switch hitting Tony Clark, who will bat right-handed against David Wells. And a curveball in for a strike.
Well, it looks like it's going to be one of those nights where both sides are better start swinging the bat.
I think John Hirschbeck has a plane at 12:15. And he goes up with the right hand. The 1 strike pitch. Strike 2. Both Barty and Lewis were called out on strikes in the first inning.
You saw Fred Kendall talking to Sierra. With Mark Parent now a member of the Orioles, they had to change all the signs, so some of the players may be a little confused.
And he struck him out with a slow curveball. Tony Clark strikes out. So Wells has struck out 4 of the first 5 men he's faced. We'll bring up Nieves, the switch hitting Melvin Nieves. That's what Wells did as a member of the Tiger Ball Club. Pitches inside to Nieves.
David will eventually give you a good pitch to hit. He's sharp right now, but he's allowed 23 home runs this year. Almost as many home runs as he has walks.
He's getting ready for the 1-0 pitch, and it goes to first base. Ruben Sierra opened the inning with an infield single. Tony Clark struck out. And it's 1-0 to Nieves. Pitch is high ball 2. First time he's been behind a batter tonight. Ball 2 and no strikes. This is Nevin in the on deck circle. A pitch from Wells. Ball 3. 3-0 to Nieves. Ball 3, no strikes.
Well, Buddy Bell's been very good to the hitters. Let's see if he continues giving the hitters the hit sign with 3-0.
He does, and a grounder to third, maybe a double play, and it is. Nieves hits it down to Zeal at third, and they turn the double play. Still no score in the second inning. Palmeiro will be the leadoff man, followed by Bonilla and then Ripken. A 0-0 ball game in the second inning. Lira delivers outside to Palmeiro.
Well, there's not a weak link in this whole lineup, but it may be the toughest of all hitters for Tiger pitching has been this guy right here.
We might get ball 2 and no strikes. Now this guy's vastly underrated around the league. You hear more about some of the other guys, most of the other guys. And a fly ball to left. This ball's
going that way.
It's going to get out of here for a home run.
That's the way the wind is blowing. Ball that will go up in the air down left field. That ball will carry. And I mean, if you get it up high, it will really go. That looked like just a lazy fly ball. This is a hitter's paradise, Camden Yards. This is an unbelievable stadium for someone who can lift the ball in the air. This ball is low and away. Actually a very good pitch by Felipe. And you see the wind pushing it towards the foul line.
Now it looked like a pop fly into left field and just kept going. Here to drive into the corner in right field by Bonilla. He's going to hit for second to throw to second base, and he's going to be out. Bobby Bonilla, an easy out at second base. Trying to stretch a single into a double.
Bonilla looked like he had a hard time running up the baseline towards first base. It must be very wet there because he was struggling, and a perfect throw by Nieves right on the money. I mean, this is absolutely perfect.
We'll bring up Ripken. Cal Ripken batting with 1 out and nobody on. And a strike to Ripken.
1 year ago tonight, one of the great moments in baseball history. Cal Ripken breaking the Lou Gehrig record.
There's a bouncer towards second. Lewis flips it on over to first. I don't think anybody will ever forget that night. The people watching it on television who were not even baseball fans said they had tears in their eyes. Here's Eddie Murray, and they're looking for number 500 from Eddie Murray. That'll set off a blast here at the stadium. Pitches outside to Murray. Well, he's playing in the right ballpark. Right field, center field, left field. Just get it up in the air. The pitch is low to Murray.
Eddie Murray hit his first home run in 1977 against Pat Dobson, who is now the pitching coach for the Orioles.
Ball 3 and no strikes. Crowd booing as the count goes to 3-0 on Murray.
And you can bet he'll be swinging.
He fouls it away on a 3-0 pitch. Two outs, nobody on. Orioles lead 1-0 in the second. The pitch is in tight. Murray draws a walk, and Lira draws some boos from the crowd. B.J. Surhoff. This kid came up as a catcher, and he's played about everywhere. Second base, third base, outfield.
Came up, signed as a shortstop. Was he from Duke or one of those places? I think he was a shortstop. Made him a catcher.
Yeah, he played on the great Olympic team that beat everybody. It's ball 2 and no strikes to Surhoff. This fellow's always been a good ball player. Milwaukee did not tender him a contract during the strike season, and he spent a lot of time in Florida before he was finally signed. And he lines it into center for a base hit. B.J. Surhoff with a solid base hit. So 2 runners aboard with 2 outs. And it'll bring up Chris Hoyles, and John Matlack goes to the mound.
Well, Surhoff always has used the whole field, not strictly a pull hitter, although he does have 20 home runs. He'll hit the ball all fields. He goes with the pitch. Ball was a little up in the strike zone. Felipe has to keep the ball down.
They were playing California here early in the year, and California had a 8-2-3 lead. The starting pitcher was finally taken out of the game. The Orioles won it 9-8. I can't remember the pitcher. He said, "This bandbox ballpark, I have a 14-year-old kid that can hit a home run here."
And that's about the truth of it too. They tell me, the announcer said that the dimensions are even shorter than the actual say.
Chris Hoyles batting with 2 on and 2 outs. And a strike to Hoyles.
Well, Chris got off to a terrible start. In fact, there was rumors they might even want to bench him and play somebody else, but he's picked it up now. He has 24 home runs. He's always been a second half hitter. Hit well the second half of the season.
Lira gets ready, and the pitch is low. Makes it 1-1 to Hoyles. Lira went through the Baltimore lineup 1, 2, 3 in the first inning. Then a home run by Palmeiro started this inning, and the Orioles lead it 1-0. A strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's Buddy Bell in the Tiger dugout.
And he knows the work's cut out for him. He plays the same ball club 6 more times in the next 10 days after tonight.
It's 1-2 to Hoyles. That'll even the count at 2-2. Baltimore has had 3 hits and a walk this inning, but only 1 run. Bobby Bonilla was thrown out trying to stretch his hit into a double. Ball 2 and strike 2 to Hoyles. A line drive right at the shortstop Fryman, who flips it over to second in time for the out. 1-0 Baltimore at the end of 2. Phil Nevin will lead it off in the 3rd. Phil Hyatt and then Brad Osmus. It's a 1-0 ball game as Nevin steps in. And a long fly ball to left field. This ball is deep and gone. Phil Nevin drives it about 10 rows back into the left center field seats, and we're tied at 1 apiece.
Well, Nevin, who has really been swinging the bat well, that's his 7th RBI in his last 4 ball games. And he's trying to win himself a spot on this ball club next year. Could be a very valuable member of this team. 3rd home run of the year. And he jumps on the first fastball. He will give you a good pitch to hit. He can't hit the corners all the time. And his fastball is straight. And that combination give you a good fastball right in the middle of the plate. They can go a long ways.
This is Phil Hyatt. What a tremendous year he had at Toledo. What was it, 42 home runs?
He hit 42 home runs, drove in 119 runs.
And a base hit into left. Phil Hyatt lines it hard into left field for a solid base hit.
Well, first AB in the big leagues this year. A solid line drive to left field. Reaches out. Look at that swing. He goes out and gets that outside pitch, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
And pulls it to left field.
Tigers, who could do nothing with Wells in the first 2 innings, jump on him here in the 3rd. This is Brad Osmus. Hyatt leading off at first base. And a bunt down the 3rd baseline. And Zeal can't make the play. Almost threw it away, and a good play by Palmeiro to hold on to it at first base.
Good piece of work by Osmuth. He saw where Zeal was playing well back. Is not a great bunt. In fact, it's bunted very hard and towards the pitcher's mound, but look how far Zeal had to come. The grass is a little bit wet. Throws it into the runner, and Palmeiro makes a good play coming off the bag that possibly could have scored Hyatt from second base, or at least got him to third base.
Scored as a base hit for Osmus. Now with runners at first and second, nobody out. Zeal and his pitcher David Wells confer on what Barty might be going to do. Nobody looking for the bunt.
I would imagine they have a play on of some sort.
He bunts, and it's a good one. Wells looks at third, then throws to first in time to get Barty. We've had a few fast base runners come up through the Tiger system, but none that were good bunters. Barty is an outstanding bunter. We'll look at the bunt. Nobody home. David at third, and he goes to first to get Barty. Runners at second and third, and only one out for Mark Lewis. Curveball is low. David Wells getting ready. And a ground ball to short. Here comes a run in. The play goes to first base. And the Tigers take a 2-1 lead over the Orioles. On to third base goes Hyatt.
Orioles playing the infield back. They feel that with the offense that they've had, they can score a few runs. So they are not going to allow the Tigers to have a big inning. So they give up the run for the second out.
Osmus at third, 2 outs. And the batter is Fryman. On a strike at the knees. Travis struck out in the first inning. The pitch from Wells. Inside, makes it 1-1. This inning started with a home run by Nevin. Hyatt singled. Then Osmus had a bunt single. They were moved over to second and third by Barty. Lewis drove in a run with a ground ball, and now Fryman trying to rescue Osmus.
And that shot was C.J. Nikowski in the bullpen for the Tigers, warming up, just getting a little throwing in. I think he's already set down.
The 1-2 pitch. He struck him out as he threw the high fastball by him, and Fryman a strikeout victim. Tigers get 2, and they lead it 2-1. It's going to be Brady Anderson to lead it off, top of the batting order for Baltimore. Todd Zeal and then Roberto Alomar. As we look at the, what do they call that? The warehouse.
It's the warehouse of Camden Yards, which is the railroad station here in Baltimore years ago, and now it's the office buildings for the Orioles, and they have a lot of restaurants, all kind of things in there. Really, it's
memorabilia
great
shops,
right?
And the whole works. Nobody's hit that, I don't think, on a fly, but a few hit it on the first hop. There's Brady Anderson, who bounced to first base his time at bat. Lira delivers inside to Anderson. Felipe Lira. And this is foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Anderson tied for second in the American League with 44 home runs.
And the all-time record, as you can see there, Frank Robinson had 49 home runs.
And he is hit by a pitch ball. This one really hit him. Caught him on the arm. So the leadoff man is on base.
Well, they're obviously trying to pitch him inside. He just turns his hip, takes it on the back of the leg.
And the batter will be Todd Zeile. Todd Zeile flied to right field in the first inning. .22 total bases and 23 times at bat. Swinging a very good bat since being acquired from the Phillies.
Very good inside hitter. He stands close to the plate. One of the few hitters today that stands close to the plate. He sort of bails and he loves to pitch inside.
This one is low and it's 1-1 to Zeile. One ball, one strike. Everybody playing back, not looking for the bunt from Zeile. They will hold Brady Anderson close. He will run. This guy has outstanding speed. And a foul ball. It's a ball and 2 strikes to Zeile. Tigers 2, Baltimore 1. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And the 1-2 pitch evens the count at 2-2. Sam Perlaza gives the signs from third base for the Orioles. John Stearns coaches over at first base. And a base hit down the line. This is fair ball. Anderson goes to third. Zeile heads for second. And a 2-base hit for Todd Zeile.
Well, Zeile continues his hot hitting since being traded from the Phillies to the Orioles. Rips a double down the left field line. Let's see if it's a breaking ball. That fastball in the middle of the plate. Wanted to keep it outside. Got it a little bit too much in the middle of the plate, and he pulls it right down the left field line.
So the Birds bounce back. Runners at second and third. Nobody out. And the batter is Alomar.
Felipe has not had very much success against the Orioles. He's 1-4 lifetime, 0-1 this year.
The pitch is knocked down by Osmus. Fellow's third in the American League with 117 runs batted in, runs scored. One ball and no strikes. Pitch is high and it's ball 2. They're pitched out of a jam in the second inning after giving up a leadoff homer. A single, a walk, another single. But the Birds fail to score anymore. Here's the 2-0 pitch. A strike on the outside corner. Ball 2 and strike 1. The base runners. Anderson is at third base and Todd Zeile is the runner at second base. There's ball 2 and strike 1 to Alomar. Ball 3. There's not much to pitch around in this lineup. They get a little tougher as they come along, especially in the middle of the lineup. Palmeiro would bat next. 3-1 pitch. There's a fly ball to right field. It's well hit but playable near the fence. Nieves makes the catch and both runners move up.
Well, here's the case, I think, where the wind might have helped the Tigers there. He looked like when he hit it, leaving the infield, it's possible that ball might get out of the ballpark, but it got out in the outfield and sort of came straight down. Take a look at the pitch again. He got a good pitch to hit on the inside part of the plate.
So we're tied at 2 as Palmeiro steps in. They have a runner at third base, 1 out, and Buddy Bell will play the infield in. Palmeiro hit a home run in the second inning. And a strike from Lira. Here's the alignment as they're playing in for a play at the plate. A 1-strike pitch to Palmeiro. 1 ball, 1 strike.
4th in the American League with 123 RBIs. Jim Gentile was the record holder for the Orioles with 141.
He swings at a pitch that's low, and it's 1-2 to Palmeiro.
And it looks like he's done a pretty good job against Lira. Look, he's batting .571, 8 for 14.
Yeah. Pretty good hitting, but Felipe trying to get him now with a runner at third base. And it's low for ball 2. Ball 2 and strike 2. This inning started when he hit Anderson with a pitch ball. Then Todd Zeile doubled. Alomar with a long sacrifice fly scored a run and moved Zeile over to third. And the 2-2 pitch to Palmeiro. Ground ball to first. They'll hold the runner, and Clark will step on the bag. Well, Palmeiro is out, and it'll bring up Bobby Bonilla.
Bobby Bonilla, all kind of trade rumors before the trade deadlines, and all of a sudden you look up and you see Bobby Bonilla, 100 runs batted in.
He's batting with 2 outs and a runner at third base. And he fouls it away.
Well, they have a base open. There's no question. And Cal Ripken, Bonilla has hit Lira well in the past. Doesn't have to pitch to him.
A 1-strike pitch. Makes it 1-1. Bobby Bo, as they call him, waiting on the 1-1 pitch. And a little looper right straight to Clark, and the inning is over. They get a run, and we're tied at 2 at the end of 3. Well, we're tied at 2 at the end of 3, and we welcome our old buddy Jim. I thought maybe you'd gone to the hotel.
Oh, he probably did. Took a little nap.
Past my bedtime?
Oh, yeah. Took a little nap. Now, here you are back here again.
Hey, I can't. My 2 pals, I can't leave you guys. Hey, it is a little bit past our bedtime, but late show tonight. What do you think?
It is the late show.
For sure.
A lot of hits and a lot of runs already, guys.
I would imagine there's many more to come. Hopefully for the guys in gray.
Yeah.
Good guys wear gray. Ruben Sierra will lead it off. Sierra, Clark, and Nieves. Ruben had a single in the 2nd inning. He takes a strike from David Wells. The 1-strike pitch. Strike 2.
I mean, he was gone. Did he have any chance to hit that pitch at all?
I don't know. I don't think they make bats that long.
Wow.
Ruben does stand further from the plate than most anybody you'll ever see. And what you can see right here, pretty tough for him to reach the outside corner. And he lines it into right. He reached the outside corner. And a single for Sierra.
Oh, Ruben's 2 for 2. He beat out an infield hit in the 2nd inning. And his pitch right on the outside corner, and he's able to reach out there and hits the ball, punches the ball to right field.
That'll bring up Tony Clark, who struck out in the 2nd inning. Tigers 2 and the Orioles 2. We're in the 4th inning. The pitch in tight to Tony.
David at times does not seem to have the velocity that he used to have, does he?
Sometimes he just, I don't know for what reason, maybe his mechanics, but sometimes he doesn't have a good fastball.
Yeah, and he's a high ball pitcher.
And the 1-0 pitch to Clark. It's a ball. Well, the Red Sox jumping all over the White Sox. 10-3. They're in the bottom of the 9th in Chicago.
How about Toronto coming back and tying the Yankees 3-3?
Well, they were down 3-0 and now tied at 3. They're playing in the 8th inning. A strike. Strike on the inside corner.
And Tony, 4 home runs in his last 8 games. He was a Tiger Player of the Month for August.
Sierra leads off at first. And a big swing and a miss at a changeup, it looked like.
In that Yankee game, in fact, George, you and I think we're watching that game when Cecil hit a home run, right field.
Cecil hit one to right.
Cecil contributed tonight.
It's ball 2 and strike 2 to Clark. He's out on strikes as John Hirschbeck goes up with the right hand. Let's take a look at that pitch. I don't know whether that could be a strike or not, but I guess it is. Hirschbeck waved him away.
They better start swinging, though, because that inside pitch is a strike tonight.
Absolutely. He's been consistent so far. Looked like another bad pitch, but he's calling that pitch.
Right.
Nieves hit into a double play his first time up. There's a strike. Curveball breaking over the plate.
If I remember right, it was 3-0 when he hit into that double play.
It was 3-0. He hit a fastball to Zeal at third base.
What do you say to yourself as you're running to first base?
Well, he tried to pull the outside pitch, and you know, he gets anxious. We haven't seen Nieves hit a long one in quite a while, have we?
He's due. He struggled, been struggling a little bit, getting a lot of extra batting practice, even though today, of course, it was tough and yesterday. But they do have 3 batting cages underneath the stands here or by the Baltimore locker room.
A pitch to Melvin is in for a strike. Broke another curveball off. 2 strikes to Nieves.
Well, did you see what happened in Cleveland, guys? Rained out. They're going to play a Sunday afternoon game and then a night game.
Sunday night game?
Yes, a Sunday afternoon, a night. No, it would be a split doubleheader. Sunday afternoon and then Sunday night was the announcement.
But I thought
you had to play the next day.
I thought they had the rights on Sunday night, ABC or somebody.
That was the announcement.
This one's hit hard but foul. Why not tomorrow?
That was the announcement in between innings. They would play a split doubleheader on Sunday. Maybe they were the game. Maybe they were the game Sunday night, so they're going to play that.
Okay.
Yeah, so that makes sense. Sure.
Did you just come up with that off the top of your head, or did
I tell you, my brain's working overtime this late at night, George.
Okay. This is Sierra. He opened this inning with a single. Tony Clark was called out on strikes. And it's strike 2 to Nieves. And a ground ball hit slowly towards second. Alomar will have to go to first base with it. And down to second goes Sierra. So the go-ahead runs at second base with 2 outs for Phil Nevin, who had a home run his first time up.
Phil Nevin's making quite a statement, isn't he? Playing left field, third base, catching, and swinging the bat quite well.
Playing very well at third base. Good, strong throwing arm. And a base hit into left. Here comes Sierra. The throw to the plate is safe. Very close at the plate and ruled safe by John Hirschbeck.
Boy, Nevin jumps all over this curveball. Of course, it's up in the strike zone, but he had hit a home run on a fastball. Here's Surhoff's throw. Very close. He looked like he might have tagged him just a little bit high.
And good running by Nevin, who went down to second base on the throw to the plate. Bill Hyatt, the batter, and the pitch is inside. 3-2 Tigers lead it in the 4th inning. Hyatt had a base hit, scored a run in the second. And a good swing at a fastball.
Great year, as you both said, at Toledo, but one of the problems, like a lot of the Tiger hitters, strikes out an awful lot. I think it was 179 times, if I remember right, that he struck out down there.
Fouls this one away, and it's strike 2. A ball and 2 strikes to Hyatt.
Phil, a very close friend to Travis Fryman. They live same town and they played ball together. They work out together in the wintertime.
And he's got experience with Kansas City, big league experience.
He's got some pop in his bat. 42 home runs at Toledo this year. Right now the Tigers would settle for a base hit. Phil Nevin is the runner at second. And he's out on strikes as he got it over the inside corner, and Hyatt caught looking. Tigers get a run and they lead it 3-2. This is Ripken. Cal Ripken Jr. will lead off in the 4th inning. Eddie Murray and Surhoff will follow. 3-2 Tigers lead in the bottom of the 4th. One strike to Ripken. Yankees got a run in the bottom of the 7th, and they lead 4-3 over Toronto. A pitch outside.
Well, look at consecutive starts, 2,293. He's a real Iron Man. There's no question about that. This guy is unbelievable that he has not missed a game.
How do you do that?
You think he gets sick or hurt or spiked?
I'm sure he has been.
Sure he has.
Yeah.
There's a ball hit hard into center field for a base hit. Cal Ripken is on with a leadoff single in the 4th inning. And the batter is Eddie Murray.
There's a swing of Cal, gets the pitch right down the middle. Travis Fryman playing him around the pole, just hits it out of his reach.
A lot of fans on their feet for Mr. Murray, guys.
Yeah, they're waiting. They're waiting for the big home run, which will be number 500 in his career. Only 2 other players in the history of the game has had 3,000 hits and 500 home runs.
A couple pretty good names, huh?
Willie Mays and Hank Aaron.
Not bad.
Bad company, believe me.
He bounces this one foul.
You know, this could really be a special weekend when you think of Eddie Murray with this possibility. Brett Butler playing tonight for the Dodgers after that incredible comeback from throat cancer.
Story. What a story.
David Cone will pitch this weekend after a life-threatening situation several months ago. All this weekend, this is happening in baseball.
David Cone pitched a no-hitter for what, 7 innings?
7 innings, his first outing.
And took him out. That was a tough job for Joe Torre to take a guy who was pitching a no-hitter out of a ball game.
But as he said, he knows David Cone knew he was protecting him. That's what he was doing.
Pitches outside to Murray. Ball 2 and strike 1.
And we just received word that Brett Butler is definitely playing tonight. He's been to bat twice with no hits so far.
And the ball hit to go. Great play by Fryman, and they'll turn nope, safe at first base. Lewis's throw was wide. Clark tried to put the tag on him, but missed him.
Well, outstanding play by Travis Fryman, just to make the play and then take a look at it again and then flips it to Lewis. Outstanding play. And then Lewis has to throw it sidearm and the ball tails away from Clark. He wanted to make the tag, but Eddie still runs pretty well.
So there's 1 out, and the batter will be Surhoff, who singled his first time up. B.J. Surhoff. What does that stand for, Billy Joe?
You got me on that one. I forget.
Well, I thought you knew everything.
I know that Cecil hit another home run to put the Yankees up 4-3 in the 8th. 2 for him tonight.
4-3 Yankees. Toronto batting in the 8th. Texas has a 7-2 lead in the 9th in Milwaukee, and they're changing pitchers.
Come on, Al. Al's working on it.
No, his name is William James, and they call him BJ.
Makes sense.
Pitches outside.
You got that now, George?
No, I didn't.
William James.
Don't come up with BJ.
Well, that's why I was laughing. William, I guess short for William is Bill.
That's right. There you go.
Okay, it is Billy Joe. It is Billy Joe. The swing and fouls it away. They either had to be Billy Joe or Bobby Joe. It's ball 1 and strike 2 to Surhoff. He's batting with a runner at first base, 1 out. Pitch is inside to Surhoff. And it's ball 2 and strike 2. Valera ready. And a ground ball could be a double play. Out at second, out at first, and they turn the double play. We've played 4, and the Tigers lead 3-2.
Well, they missed a double play on the hitter before, but this is a tailor-made double play, second to short to first.
And that double play sends a medium pizza to Ruth Doss of Waterford. And if you'd like to be a contestant, send your name, address, and phone number on a postcard only to Little Caesars Double Play Combo, Tiger Stadium, Detroit, Michigan, 48216.
This is Brad Osmus to lead off for the Tigers in the 5th inning. Osmus, Barty, and Lewis. Tigers lead 3-2 in the 5th inning. And he hits it hard right into the glove of Zeal at third base.
Hello.
Hello. Look in the other hand, you might find a watch.
Self-defense.
Ball hit very hard and into the glove of Zeal, who made the throw to first. Talking about double plays, do you know which player in history hit into the most double plays?
Brooks Robinson.
Lou Gehrig.
No, he hit the most triple plays. Brooks did.
Triple plays.
Yeah.
What did you? I thought you said double plays.
Double plays. That's what
now
I
answered the triple play question.
Yeah.
He answered.
Okay.
I
Now
don't know.
what is the double play? Who?
Hank Aaron.
Oh, Hank Aaron. Okay.
In fact, that was up at Cooperstown this year, and they introduced Brooks Robinson, and Mr. Grand, who does the announcing, said that Brooks Robinson, here's a Hall of Famer walking on the stage. Brooks Robinson led all major leaguers in hitting it into triple plays. Now, you mean you couldn't think of something else better to say to the greatest fielding third baseman of all time? They said the guy hit into more triple plays than anybody in the history. Brooks was really upset.
I don't blame him. How rude.
I just said, hey, George Grant, come here, man.
Come here. Time out a minute.
Let's talk about this.
I sat next to him up on the stage. He said, he said, couldn't he think of something else better to say to that? I said, I would have thought of something else
wow.
better. Believe me.
Wow. But now we know that answer, George. I mean, Al brought that up after you asked that question.
It's 1-2 to Barty. Did the ball hit him or hit his bat, I guess?
Wow, looked like it might have got him on the hand, but got the bat. Yep, just gets it. That's the way a catcher can get hurt most times.
Absolutely.
Those half swings and
yes.
the ball goes down and
straight
hits
down.
Hits you in a bad spot once in a while.
Yes, your voice kind of changes.
A ball and 2 strikes to Barty. That'll make it 2-2.
Camara was property of this organization at one time. Played at Bowie.
.414 in his last 11 ball games. And he laid down a perfect bunt tonight that led to a couple of runs. It led to 1 run. This one's inside.
What do you think they're going to do, George and Al, with Camara? They're talking about making him into a switch hitter. You know, I think they're going to try to send him to the instructional aid to get some extra work. What you know, can he come back, bounce back right away as a switch hitter next year?
I don't think so. I don't think you can learn to switch hit in 1 year. I think it takes a lot of practice. But I tell you one thing, he's amazed me. I saw him in spring training. I thought he was one of the weakest hitters I've ever seen.
Right.
What I would do with him, of course, he'd love to be able to switch hit, but I let him go home and get a little stronger. Physically, build up his upper body strength a little bit more. But they're gonna send him to play winter ball and hit left-handed. But I see him get a little bit stronger.
He struck him out on a changeup. Barty swings and misses.
That's 8 strikeouts for the Boomer. Takes a little off this pitch. Barty obviously looking for the fastball inside.
And the batter is Mark Lewis. 0 for 2 with a run batted in. There's the curveball for a strike. And a pitch outside. Mark Lewis hit a grand slam home run in the 1995 divisional series with the Dodgers, against the Dodgers, playing for Cincinnati. Ground ball to short. Ripken flips it on over to first in time for the out. It's still 3-2 Tigers. Well, you see the flags blowing beyond the left field fence. Anything hit in that direction is going to carry very well. Chris Hoyles will lead off. He's batted 1 time and bounced to shortstop. Hoyles, Anderson, and Todd Zeile. Lira delivers to Hoyles outside.
Orioles, of course, a graduate of Eastern Michigan University, still holds the all-time home run mark at Eastern.
We'll make it ball 2 and no strikes.
And was part of the Tiger organization at one time.
Yeah, he came here in the trade for Freddie Lynn, I believe.
You're right, as always.
Big swing and a miss by Hoyles.
24 home runs, career high is 29. He's got an outside chance for 82 runs batted in, which is also his career high.
The 2-1 pitch. Outside, ball 3. Ball 3 and strike 1 to Hoyles. A fly ball deep into left center. This ball is going to be caught. Who's caught it? Barty, I think.
Wow, almost a collision. Kind of tough out there with the fans being so close to the playing field. And you can see there Barty pointing to his ear and say, hey, I couldn't hear you. And did you yell? And of course, the outfielders have to continue to yell. And if the center fielder says he has it, then he takes control. He is the captain in the outfield.
Especially with that situation, right, with Sierra and him, right? I mean, he is really the one supposed to get as many as he can.
Yeah, he has a lot of room to cover out there with those two guys playing alongside of him.
And there's a fly ball to left. This may be in fair ground. Sierra comes over, but it's in the seats.
Every fly ball scares you here, doesn't it? So close.
Yeah, I thought the one Hoyles hit might have a chance,
Yeah.
but he must have hit it on the end of the bat.
Right. Boy, I tell you, you talk about drainage, all that rain, that outfield, isn't that something?
Perfect.
There's a drive into right. It's going to be playable for Melvin Nieves. He started back to the fence and then stopped and moved in a few steps. Do you think it's possible going down the wire like the Orioles with so many home runs, everybody's trying to hit one out of the park. Nobody's swinging for the base hit.
Well, this looks like a team that will hit a lot of home runs, but I also think that because they're home run hitters.
Oh, here's a drive into the corner and left, and Sierra goes over and makes the catch. I think he caught it in foul ground. We lost him for a moment, but Zeal is out. We've played 5 and the Tigers lead by 1. In center field, they say 1 year ago tonight in this inning, Cal Ripken reached the unreachable dream, and they're showing Cal Ripken on the board as he makes his trip around the stands, all the way around the outfield and back to the dugout.
And the people here are still standing, remembering that great moment in baseball history a year ago today.
He's going to have to do that every year on this date for the next 4, 5, 6 years.
And you know, there's no saying when he's going to retire.
Oh, no.
Not even thinking about it.
He's not even thinking about retiring. And why should he?
His wife in the paper today thinks, she said, I think I married a man who will play longer than anybody in history.
Yes, I saw that. Yes.
He said he loves the game so much.
Travis Fryman fouls it away. Travis has struck out twice tonight. Strike 2. He got the outside corner with a fastball, and 2 strikes to Fryman. Travis played in the '93 All-Star game right here in this ballpark, and he's out. And Travis is really upset. You don't see him upset very often.
Wow. Threw him out of the game.
I can't believe he threw Travis Fryman out of a ball game. I cannot believe it.
Well, maybe we can get a shot of that pitch. Travis obviously thought it was outside.
Of course, Buddy has to be careful too, because he can't argue about the pitch selection, because you can't argue about balls and strikes. You get thrown out, but he can go out and protect his player.
Well,
and say, how come you threw him out?
Right.
You know, he can argue, just tell him to go sit down.
There's no doubt about it. The plate has been wide, but really for both teams. He's been calling that way for both ball clubs.
It's just about what he's been calling all night long. Pitch was outside, but he's been calling it all night.
I think Buddy Bell is telling him, just because the hour is late, everything's not a strike. Well, that puts Buddy Bell in a jam right now, unless Easley is able to play.
No, he got
he still got
Cedena.
Cedena, right? But I never thought I'd see the day Travis.
No, you're absolutely right. You never see him, especially get in an umpire's face.
Here's a base hit into center field, and Ruben Sierra has had 3 straight hits tonight.
Hey, look, I'm seeing a different Ruben Sierra tonight.
The ball was in on him, and he fought it off and drove it into center. In on him means down the middle of the plate.
Like he kind of fought that off of him, didn't it? Kind of a strange swing.
And the batter is Tony Clark, who struck out twice tonight. 3-2 Tigers lead it. We're in the 6th inning. There goes the base runner. And a stolen base for Sierra. He had a good jump on Wells, and they didn't have a chance to get him.
Ruben, I don't know. He had day off yesterday. He really has done something for Ruben Sierra.
It's a Ruben Sierra, isn't it?
Unbelievable.
3 hits, a stolen base.
He looks like a young Colt out there.
Pitch was outside to Clark. He didn't have a chance to protect him. And really didn't want to swing. He could see that Ruben had it stolen. There's the curveball down and in on Tony.
David Wells has now given up 23 home runs, and you know all of them have been hit by right-handers except one, Jim Edmonds. The only left-hander to hit a home run off David Wells this year.
Season high 9 strikeouts tonight. Well, he came low and in with the curve, outside with the fastball, and now we'll see. A ball and 2 strikes to Tony. And a base hit into left field. Oh, he's going to catch it. Surhoff comes racing in to get the soft line drive. He must have been playing shallow for Clark, who got hit right on the fist.
Pretty good play by Surhoff in the outfield. Got a good jump on the ball.
That's the second out, and it will bring up Nieves. B.J. Surhoff saved a run. Nieves 0 for 2. And the pitch in tight. Ruben Sierra is the runner at second with 2 outs. He foul tips it away. Melvin completely fooled on a changeup. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's Sierra, the runner at second. See Hoyles giving the signals out to Wells. He fouls this one away. And it's 1 and 2 to Melvin. Tigers have a 3-2 lead. We're in the 6th inning. The 1-2 pitch coming up. He's out on a breaking ball. Nieves called out on strikes. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 3-2. Tigers ahead.
Okay, Alan Trammell playing shortstop now.
There's Trammell, who goes in place of Fryman, who was ejected from the ball game. And the batter will be Roberto Alomar. He leads off in the 6th inning. Alomar, Palmeiro, and then Bonilla. Which is a strike to Alomar. Texas a winner tonight, 7-3 over Milwaukee.
And that Boston ball club, 10-3 over Chicago. They are right in that wild card race.
They sure are. And the pitch to Roberto. He fouls this one away. Makes it 1-2. Yankees beat Toronto 4-3. Game was postponed in Cleveland. Seattle and the Indians.
Must be a lot of this weather that missed a lot of, around here, Al, and George, I think, went off into Pennsylvania, parts of Ohio.
Pitches outside. Makes it 2-2.
Hope we get a little rain up in Michigan. We could use a little bit.
We need it. Yes, we really need the rain.
Ball 2 and strike 2. And the count remains at 2-2. We're in the 6th inning in Baltimore as we are getting close to the witching hour. This ball game did not start until 9:55. Delayed by rain right at the start of the game.
At one time, when they played at Memorial Stadium, which is a residential part of Baltimore, they had a curfew here. I don't think they have a curfew anymore.
Tyler Barnes told me that they cannot start an inning before 1 a.m.
Okay.
Tyler Barnes, our PR director with the Tigers.
Before 1 o'clock?
1 a.m. right?
Well, let's stop it now. It's before 1 o'clock.
Yeah, George.
There's a tap towards second. Lewis flips to first in time to get Alomar.
Talking about this weather, our kids at Jacksonville, they were supposed to play Carolina in Carolina, and part of their stadium was blown down. As we take a look at this routine play by Mark Lewis, so they're playing that series in Jacksonville, and then our kids at Fayetteville, they're over with. And for a couple days now, the kids that were going to fly home, they haven't been able to fly home because of the weather.
They had trouble at the airport here all day. Al was telling me they were turning flights back, sending them somewhere else. Washington, D.C.
They really got it.
40-50 miles up the road. Just got a big rain today. But as you said, we didn't get it here in Baltimore until game time.
It's kind of going northwest.
And then only for about an hour and a half. Ball 2 and no strikes to Palmeiro. And he drives this one deep to right. Gonna be caught.
Well, that ball looked like it was shot out of the air.
Yeah, you see how they come and it died.
They're dying in right field.
Yeah, the wind's blowing towards left. You get it up high, and that wind's really knocking it down. Melvin had to catch it like a Willie Mays catch.
Yeah.
That's out number 2, and it'll bring up Bobby Bonilla.
Bob Nieves going back. You think he's going to make a routine play, and the ball just dies on him. Makes a little breadbasket catch a la Willie Mays.
Oh, say hey, Willie.
A ball and no strikes to Bonilla. Leaving the count at 1-1 to Bobby.
Do either one of you know, did Willie always do that? I mean, even when he played in the minors, is that something he started in the big leagues?
I don't remember. I don't remember if he caught it the other way.
Do you remember at all, George?
No, I don't. He was in the other league, and I don't remember. He came up in 1951, the year they won the pennant. It was a foul tip right into the mid of Osmus. I think he went something like 0 for 25, his first 25 tips.
He wanted to go back to the minor leagues, and he went to DeRocher, and DeRocher really talked to him and say, look, you're going to come out of it, and of course the rest is history.
Yeah, slightly, huh? Leo knew what he was talking about, didn't he?
He came out of it.
May have been the greatest player of all time.
And of course, both of you get to see him because he's a Hall of Famer, and
we don't see much of Willie.
Not up there.
No, Willie doesn't show up for the Hall of Fame. Him or Hank Aaron, Banks.
He struck him out. He changed up on him, and Bonilla strikes out. We've played 6, and the Tigers lead it 3-2. Phil Nevin will lead off. He's had a home run and a single in this game. Batted in 2 and scored a run. The pitch on the outside corner for a strike.
Well, he started him off with 3 different pitches. He started him off with a fastball and he hit a home run. He started him off with a curveball. He hit a base hit, and that time straight changeup.
Straight change. Keep working, you find one that works, huh?
The count is even at 1-1 to Nevin. We're in the 7th inning at Camden Yards. And a ground ball hit the second. Roberto flips over to first in time to get Nevin. And he got in on his fist a little bit. It's 1 out, and it'll bring up Phil Hyatt, who single, scored a run, and struck out tonight. Big swing at a breaking ball. 1 strike to Hyatt. We're in the 7th, 1 out, nobody on. Tigers lead by a run. And another curveball. Strike 2 to Hyatt. He struck him out as he came back with a fastball. 10-11 strikeouts tonight.
That's a perfect pitch there. Low outside corner.
And the batter is Osmus, who has a single. And hit the ball hard his last time up, right at Zeal. And he taps it to the mound. David Wells makes the play in an easy 1-2-3 inning, and it's still 3-2 Tigers. It's going to be Ripken to lead it off, followed by Eddie Murray and then Surhoff. 3-2 Tigers lead in the bottom of the 7th. Ripken had a base hit his last time up. In fact, Lira has retired everybody since Ripken's single leading off in the 4th inning. There's a strike. Felipe Lira. He doesn't get much to work with, but he hangs in there tough. Pitch inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. This one inside, ball 2. The 2-1 pitch. Ooh. He's looking for something inside. He could jerk out of here, and tried to hold up his swing. Ball 2 and strike 2. A grounder to the mound. Good play by Lira. Well, Ripken is out. 1 out in the 7th. And here's Eddie Murray. Eddie Murray has walked tonight. and bounced into a force out. This might be it. Way back it is. It's gone. Hey, 500 for Eddie Murray. We're going to look at a replay of it now. There was never much doubt that this ball was going to be gone. He got a high fastball and he drives it deep into the right field seats. And that sets off pandemonium here at Camden Yards. And I think, gang, we were seeing for the first time, if we've ever seen it, Eddie Murray crying.
I think so. Boy, what a 2 years in a row, 2 tremendous feats. Cal Ripken Jr. and now Eddie Murray on the very same day, 1 year ago today.
Very apropos.
He's almost kind of embarrassed by the whole thing. He wanted a very low-key night. If he should happen to hit one, he wanted the low-key night. But that's impossible with these Baltimore fans.
No, he started it right here. It started in Baltimore and it ends here. And that's the way it should be.
Al mentioned earlier he hit the first one off of Pat Dobson. Now he hits the 500th off of Felipe Lira.
Well, this huge crowd came and they sat through a lengthy delay, rain delay, just for this, I would imagine. I would imagine most of these people would have been gone home by now. It's nearing 12 o'clock in Baltimore, and they stayed and they were rewarded.
They sure were. No doubt about it. Other balls hit out that way tonight, kind of died. That one had plenty of distance.
Yeah, he hit it more on a line than the other ones, and that one stayed below the wind. There he is, the quiet man himself. All he does is goes out and plays every day.
Every day.
And Cal Ripken.
They want him to come out again.
Would it have been something if they'd have done it on the same night? They did it a year apart on the same day. They're not going to let him go away quietly.
kind of apropos that it should happen in Baltimore?
Oh, it had to happen.
Oh, yeah.
It had to happen here. He had 10 games or so on the road. He did not hit the 500 home run. He comes home tonight.
And the time he spent in Cleveland also. Think about it.
Yeah.
Back home.
But this is the first game home after a lengthy road trip to the West Coast.
Right. 7-game road trip.
Well, they're doing a little cleanup around home plate. The umpire has asked the ground crew to clean up as much as they can. Now they're picking it up a piece at a time, and that won't do it. What a year it's been. What 2 years it's been. Last year and a year ago tonight and tonight.
How lucky can people be here in the same ballparks? A great ballpark come to every night, day in and day out, and to see and to witness 2 tremendous feats.
Yes. And they come every day.
They're leading all of baseball in attendance.
They fill this ballpark up night after night, and we question here tonight with the hurricane moving in this direction and this close whether there'd be a full house here tonight, and they're very near was.
Right.
It got Eddie Murray back out on the field again. I didn't think it would ever happen, but he's out there.
Yeah. I think this is going to happen an awful lot, and it should.
Well, the crowd just keeps standing, of course, and Surhoff will not get into the batter's box until it does quiet down. In fact, BJ doesn't really know what to do right now. But Eddie goes back to the dugout, and that probably will end it. Really more than he intended to do. The quiet man wanted to accomplish his feat in a quiet manner and let it go at that, but you don't do these things.
Wasn't going to happen, was it, that way?
No, and it shouldn't. What a great feat. And to imagine, he is only the 3rd player
in all
in
of
the
it.
history of this great game to do it. My.
Glad we were here to see it.
I'm kind of glad, too. I really am. I wanted to be here for Ripken, being from Baltimore. But unable to do that.
That home run by Murray ties the ball game at 3-3 as Surhoff steps in with 1 out and nobody on. We're tied at 3 in the 7th inning. And the ground ball to second. Mark Lewis scoops it up, and Surhoff is out.
That would have been kind of a tough act to follow. Wouldn't it? You'd have hated to be PJ Surhoff tonight, wouldn't you?
Yeah, all of a sudden.
Throw me to the Lions, will you?
Chris Hoyles will bat with 2 outs and nobody on.
I believe that's a tremendous weight off of the head of Eddie Murray. As much as he says it will come, but you want to get it out of the way and let your teammates all relax and go about playing the game of baseball.
Hoyles takes a strike from Lira. And the 1-strike pitch. It's low 1-1. A 3-3 ball game in the 7th inning. Not even the hurricane could put a damper on tonight's game. Ball 2 and strike 1 to Hoyles. That makes it ball 3.
Just think, boys, someday down the road, 20, 30 years from now, when us three are still broadcasting, someone's going to say, who did Eddie Murray hit his 500 home run off of? And we'll know.
20 or 30.
I don't know. I probably won't remember if I live that long.
I'll still be getting water for you guys and opening the door for you.
I think by that time,
carrying your briefcases.
I think by that time my mind would have left me.
This guy couldn't remember to be in Chicago. He's not going to remember this.
Oh, you guys are bad.
I wrote it down, George.
I thought we let that one go to rest.
Never. Never.
Oh, my.
Hoyles draws a 2-out walk. Oh, he's at first base with 2 outs. And the batter is Brady Anderson. Anderson is bounced out, fly to right, hit by a pitch ball.
Uh-oh. Comes Buddy.
Yeah, he wants a left-hander, I think, to pitch to Brady Anderson.
It's kind of rough. Kind of rough. Felipe's been pitching a good ball game, and
only given up 6 hits.
Yeah.
Bud is explaining it to him. You are a whale of a pitcher and a whale of a competitor, but we've got to make a change.
And you've done a good job for me tonight.
Zeishan coming in from the bullpen on the dead run.
Well, great job by Felipe. Allowed only 6 hits. 2 were home runs. 1 was a windblown job to left field by Palmeiro, and of course the big home run by Eddie Murray, his 500th of his outstanding career. Great job by Felipe.
We're going to throw it to Jim Price now, who's talking to Pat Dobson, the pitching coach of the Orioles.
Pat Dobson, you've been at the Dream Camp many years, even when the big guy had it by himself. Tell us, what can you expect at the Dream Camp?
Well, I think that the guys can really expect to have a good time. They get a chance to play a lot of baseball, blow a few hamstrings, a few rotator cuffs, have a few cocktails with the boys, and hopefully leave there alive when the week's over.
Do you work them hard? I mean, here you are, pitching coach with Baltimore. Will you work them as hard as you work your pitchers here?
Well, not really. We have to try to take it easy on them because, we want them to have a lot of fun that week. If we worked them that hard, they probably wouldn't make it through the first couple of days. But we kind of temper it a little bit and make sure that they last the whole week and have a good time. And there's always a lot of laughs, and they'll be subject to all of our abuse in the kangaroo court and any other time we can give it to them.
All right, you heard it from the Giant Cobra, the pitching coach for the Baltimore Orioles, and you too can be part of the Dream Camp. All you have to do is call 313-962-4000.
Okay, the new pitcher is Joey Eishen. Joey has done an outstanding job in the 12 games that he's been with the Tigers since the trade from the Dodgers. Earned run average of 2.87.
Brady Anderson will be the batter to face Joey Eishen with a runner at first base and 2 outs. We're in the 7th inning, tied at 3. This ball game, in case you tuned in late and wonder what's happened here, why we're so long on the air, had a very lengthy delay at the beginning of the game.
We get started right a little before 10, didn't we?
Yeah, about 2-hour, 25-minute delay. Game that was to start at 7:30, 7:35. So Brady Anderson comes on. Mark Lewis is playing back on the outfield grass a couple of steps. Now he moves in. Pitches inside to Anderson. One ball, no strikes. A strike evens the count at 1-1.
Well, the scouting report on Brady must be pitching inside, because just about every pitch he's seen tonight has been inside.
There's the runner at first base, Hoyles. They give him room to run if he wants to. This one outside, misses on the outside corner. And it's ball 2 and strike 1. Tony Clark playing behind Hoyles at first base. And a pitch inside, ball 3.
Richie Lewis throwing in the Tiger bullpen.
And you would have to believe, if Eichen does not get Anderson, that Richie Lewis will come on to pitch to Todd Zeile. A ground ball, foul.
And another broken bat.
Also a right-hander throwing in the Oriole bullpen. It looked like it might be Alan Mills.
There he is.
And you are right.
From Lakeland,
Florida.
Winter home of Al Kaline.
Yeah, and Lou Whitaker and
Detroit Tigers.
the Detroit Tigers, yeah. It's ball 3 and strike 2 to Eichen. You'd like to get this man right now. Ball game tied at 3 in the 7th inning. And he struck him out. Brady Anderson strikes out. We've played 7 and we're tied at 3.
The hard-throwing right-hander Alan Mills, we were talking about him being from Lakeland, Florida. He had surgery on his shoulder last August. They babied him along the first part of the year, and he has come on strong. He has struck out 10 of his last 20 batters.
And we're going to have a pinch hitter.
Bobby Higginson will come on to bat for Barty, leading off in the 8th inning. Higginson, Lewis, and then Trammell batting for the first time. The pitch is in tight to Higginson.
Yeah, this Mills had one of the better arms this organization has had. Always a hard thrower.
The 1-0 pitch. Fly ball hit to left. Back near the wall and gone.
You believe it? What a ballpark.
A home run for Higginson. Sort of like Palmeiro's home run, his first time up. And the Tigers take the lead 4-3.
I tell you, the Tigers, they just won't roll over and play dead against this contending ball club. 22nd home run for Bobby. Got it up in that breeze that's blowing towards left field. It's a good pitch. That's a perfect pitch.
Boy, that was an outstanding
I've never seen
pitch.
so many perfect pitch
Hit out, huh?
hit out for home runs. Didn't go out very far, but enough to get over the fence.
And the batter is Mark Lewis. Waiting for the second base umpire, Jim McKean, to get back. He raced all the way out there. There's a ground ball to short. Ripken goes to first with it, and Lewis is out. First out of the 8th inning. It'll bring up Alan Trammell, who will bat for the first time tonight. Alan Trammell got into the ball game when Travis Fryman, of all people, was ejected, protesting the call of a 3rd strike. strike. 1 strike to Trammell. Got a left-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. There's a fly ball to right. Bobby Bonilla is there, and he puts it away. 2 outs in the 8th inning. It'll bring up Sierra, who's had 3 hits tonight in 3 trips to the plate. And he'll bat left-handed against Alan Mills.
Yeah, this has been quite a night for Ruben Sierra. Besides the hit, the stolen base.
And a good play out in left field.
Yes.
Four, 3 Tigers lead in the 8th inning. Pitch outside to Sierra.
Jesse Harasco, boy, this guy's been around a long time and continues to do the job.
Yes, he does.
Tough on left-handed batters.
It's 1-1 to Sierra. Ruben foul tipped that one into the mitt. Richie Lewis and looked like Myers along with Lewis. Here's a swing and a miss. Makes it 1-2. Two outs and nobody on in the 8th inning. And he struck him out. Ruben Sierra strikes out. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 4-3 Tigers.
Okay, Bobby Higginson has just hit the home run to put the Tigers ahead in this ball game. He's now in the game playing center field in place of Barty. And Richie Lewis is then pitching. The third pitcher used in this ball game. Joey Ishing came in and faced 1 batter and struck out the tough left-handed batter Brady Anderson. There's Richie Lewis, innings pitched, 70 hits, a good curveballer. The right-handed batter Todd Zeile. Alomar, a much better hitter from the left side, facing Todd Zeile to lead off the inning.
So it'll be Zeile, Alomar, and Palmeiro for the Birds in the 8th inning. Tigers with a 1-run lead.
And boys, I can't get over that pitch that Bobby Higginson hit out for a home run. I mean, that was a heck of a pitcher's pitch. And to go with it like he did, that was the only chance he had.
That's a low and away pitch, and he just went with it. What a great hitter's ballpark this is.
Oh, man. Now you see why all the Baltimore starters have 20 or more home runs.
Right.
One of the reasons.
Todd Zeile has had 1 hit tonight. He doubled in the 3rd inning. Set up a run for the Birds. As Richie Lewis gets ready. 1 ball and no strikes to Zeile. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That'll make it ball 2. Ball 2 and no strikes. Tigers holding to a slim 1-run lead here in the 8th. And a base hit up the middle. Todd Zeile lines it sharply into center field. Well, the tying run is at first base for Alomar.
Okay, Jose Lima joins Mike Myers in the Tiger bullpen. And here comes Buddy Bell. Calls for, I think he called for the left-hander.
Yeah, it looked that way.
Alomar is the switch hitter. This wasn't the way Buddy Bell planned it.
No, He got behind in the count, and Lewis does that, and his fastball is not that effective when he gets behind. And I had to come in there with a pitch, didn't want to walk him, and Zeal did a shot right up the middle.
We're going to take a break right now, and we'll be right back at Camden Yards.
Okay, Mike Meyer comes on. He was tied for the lead in appearances with 74 coming in this game. So this will make his 75th appearance of the season for the Tigers. He will make Roberto Alomar turn around and bat right-handed. Roberto is a great hitter from both sides, but he's been more effective batting left-handed. Left-handed, he's batting .354. Right-handed, he's batting only .317. So they move him around to make him hit from the right side.
We're going to take a look at the standings in the American League East. The Yankees won tonight, and they lead Baltimore by 4.5, depending upon the outcome of this game. And Boston hangs tough, 6.5 out. They were a winner tonight. And Toronto and the Tigers.
And the Tigers will certainly have something to say about this Baltimore ball club, how they finish the series here. Then they'll come into Detroit also.
Well, this is not the same team that Baltimore saw earlier in the year when they really beat up on them bad.
Right.
It's a much more effective team.
Yeah, Buddy Bell did not have the options in the bullpen. He has now to bring the left-handers in.
Boys, we just got word that Mark McGwire has just hit his 47th home run for Oakland. And Paul Molitor has 2 hits tonight. He's 11 shy of 3,000.
Boy, another great feat that will happen in the American League this year.
Gang, I have an announcement here I have to make, and I hate to make this, but Barney McCoskey, former Tiger, former star, played in the World Series with the Tigers in 1940, passed away in Florida today. His funeral will be in Dearborn a week from today.
Our condolences to the family.
To Jane and everybody. Barney McCoskey, a great fellow. Here's a pitch outside. Pitch outside to Alomar. Runner at first base is Todd Zeal. Here's a bunt, and not a very good bunt by Alomar. Looked like he was trying to push it by Clark at first.
It looked like he was trying to push it for a base hit instead of sacrificing, trying to push it past Myers and beat it out.
Well, it's a ball and a strike to Roberto. Mike Meyer getting ready, and a strike. Alomar jumped like he was shot and got the strike call. It's a ball and 2 strikes to Roberto. That should take the bunt away from him. Nevin backs up a little bit. Boy, he was fooled on a curveball and tried to line it over the head of Clark, just push it into right field. Eighth inning in Baltimore. Tigers 4, Orioles 3. And he fouls this one away. Still 1-2 to Roberto. Palmeiro will bat next. He struck him out, threw the fastball by him, and Alomar strikes out. Take a look at it now.
Well, he just rears back and throws a fastball right down the middle of the plate and just throws it right by Roberto. You don't see that very often.
No, he was late swinging.
That was a big out. He went up there trying to sacrifice, couldn't do it, and then Myers reached back and got a little extra.
Now it's Palmeiro who's had a home run tonight in 3 trips. He hit a home run his first time up to left field. A curve ball in for a strike. One strike to Raphael. Here's the runner at first, Todd Zeile. Outside with a breaking ball. Makes it 1-1. They don't have to worry too much about Zeile. He doesn't have great speed. And with Palmeiro and then Bonilla coming up, I think they'll let him hit away. Strike. He got the breaking ball on the inside corner. I don't think he intended to hang it there.
Gives ground. The ball catches the inside part of the plate. Left-handers not used to seeing guys throwing from the side. All this guy is not bothered too much by anybody that throws sidearm.
The 1-2 pitch coming up. He'll go to first base with it. The battle goes on between Palmeiro and Meyer. The count is even at 2-2. Ball 2 and strike 2. And a fly ball into shallow center. It's going to drop in. And on to third goes Zeile. He had stopped and the ball got away from Higginson. A little pop fly single into shallow center field.
Well, here's just a little protection shot, trying to protect the plate. Didn't want to strike out. Ball actually is a ball, and the ball bounces away from Bobby Higginson, which allows Zeile to go to third base. Tough play. Ball had a lot of spin on it. Bobby overran it, and the ball spun by him.
And the skipper is already out, gang, to make another change. Boy, you make a good pitch and somebody hits one like that. That's a heartbreaker.
Yeah, if he'd hit it a little bit harder, it would have been caught.
Right.
He just got it over the head of the shortstop, and then when he hit the ground, as Al said, it spun back toward right field and away from Bobby Higginson.
Even though there's tremendous drainage here, it's still wet out there from all the rain that we had.
Let's take a break right now, and we'll be right back.
Okay, Buddy Bell makes his third pitching change here in the 8th inning. Goes to Jose Lima, and they need a big strikeout right here. And on first and third, only one out. Lima's been pitching well. Of course, they hope to get ahead of the hitter so he can use that great straight changeup. Bobby Bonilla is a very good low ball hitter. Buddy Bell pulling out all the stops here against this Baltimore Oriole ball club.
Well, Todd Zeile opened the inning with a single to center. Alomar struck out facing Meyer, and then Palmeiro dropped a bloop single into center, and that brings Lima on to pitch to Bonilla. Bonilla's a switch hitter. He'll turn around now, bat left-handed against Lima. Tigers are going to play deep. They'll look for the double play ball off Bonilla. Lewis deep at second. Trammell is short. And Bobby Bowe. A strike on the outside corner to Bonilla. He's had a single tonight in 3 trips.
It's a straight changeup, and I would imagine he'll see quite a few of those. Maybe waste a fastball here or there, but he's got to go with his best pitch here.
And a drive hit to right. That'll get the run in. Nieves is going to make the throw to the plate and down to second. Goes Palmeiro with the go-ahead run.
There's an experience for you. You think you're going to make the greatest play of all time and throw out the guy at home plate, and then all of a sudden the guy goes to second base. This ball is way out there, and he throws the ball, and Palmeiro is going to run on anything that's thrown.
I tell you, Palmeiro was off. The minute he caught the ball, it looked like he was off for second base out.
He didn't really care whether they cut it off.
No, absolutely.
Right.
He wanted him to make a play because he wanted that run across home plate.
So now the go-ahead run is at second with 2 outs. And the batter will be Ripken. We're tied at 4 here in the 8th inning. Cal Ripken has had a hit tonight, 1 for 3. They go to first base with it to appeal that Palmeiro left early. And wait a minute.
They're all it's Buddy Bell from the dugout.
Oh, here comes the umpire. This is how you get yourself in trouble.
How did he hear that over there? That's
the umpire said he was out. He was out playing. Went out for right field.
Hey, the umpires have awful good ears, don't they, with a big crowd like this? That's amazing.
Ron Oster is still out there, but they've sent him back to the dugout now.
Well, that's how you get in trouble. Now, the umpires, for him to come all the way in to the dugout, that only creates a lot of problems.
That's right.
And you know a player's not going to back down if the umpire runs right into the dugout.
Absolutely.
We're ready to go. Ripken the batter with a runner at second and 2 outs. And the pitch outside to Ripken.
You know, nobody still has made a call at first base.
That's right. He did not make a call.
He did not make a call. He said, I was out in right field.
Too late now, though.
Oh, yeah. I went out to right field. Now, somebody else had to say safe or out.
It might have been why the home plate umpire went to the dugout to tell Ripken I made the call. But I didn't see him call him safe or out. Good stop by Osmus. Look at this play.
Well, that's a tough play. That ball bounced well out in front.
When you do that off a fastball, that's a quick move by the catcher.
Ball 2 and no strikes. And a strike to Ripken makes it 2-1. Jose Lima. Fly ball to right. It should get them out of the inning, and we're tied at 4 as we go to the 9th.
Davey Johnson goes to his closer here in a tie ball game as we go into the top of the 9th inning. Randy Myers, he's been struggling some this year. He has 27 saves, but he has been giving up a few hits. 49 2/3 innings, allowed 54 hits. Hard throwing right-hander. He lives on that outside. Boy, he just paints that outside corner with the fastball and also the breaking ball.
I don't think he has the velocity that he once had, Al.
No.
I think he's got to have that real good location now.
When he was with the Cubs, he could just overpower people.
It's going to be Tony Clark to lead it off. Nieves and then Nevin will follow. So both Clark and Nieves will bat right-handed against Meyer. Tony's 0 for 3 tonight. Struck out a couple of times, line to left. He's the leadoff man in the 9th in a tie ball game. The pitch is low.
Come on, Tony, get one up in that jet stream in left field, huh?
Well, if they're going to pitch him away, that's really right into his power if he can get the bat hit out in front.
Ground ball to second. Roberto picks it off, and there's one out in the 9th inning. The batter is Nieves. Melvin is hitless tonight in 3 trips. The switch hitting Nieves, waiting on Randy Myers. Pitch outside to Melvin. One out, nobody on. We're in the 9th, and we're tied at 4. Outside ball 2. Ball 2 and no strikes. Ball 3, no strikes.
Benitez, they like this guy a lot. They think he is going to be some kind of a closer in the near future.
He throws hard, very hard.
And I would think Melvin will be swinging here. And he better look for the ball out over the plate.
Ball 3 and no strikes.
Got a pitch I think he could do something with, too.
You see the pitching arm on Myers? He has knots all over him.
Yeah, I see that in the back there. Yeah.
All over him, all the way up and down. He has it looks awful painful.
There's a drive into center that's a base hit for Nieves. Melvin lines it sharply into center field. A 1-out single, and the batter is Nevins. Phil Nevin hit a home run back in the 3rd inning, singled in the 4th. He's batted in a couple tonight. Crowd a little quiet at the moment. Randy Myers has blown a couple of saves, and more than that, really.
And a couple of times this year they didn't even bring in save situations.
That's right. One strike to Phil. Nevin put a jolt into one back in the 3rd inning, drove it into the left field seats. And a strike. It's a strike 2. Two strikes to Phil Nevin. Put that one on the outside part of the plate, and Phil reached out and fouled it away. Tigers 4, Orioles 4 in the 9th inning.
Sure, Hoyles and Myers want to be together on this pitch. Ahead in the count. Can work the hitter a little bit, but you don't want to work him too much where you might throw a wild pitch or something.
It's a strike 2 count to Nevin. Here's the runner at first, Nieves. He's there with 1 out. Surely Meyer has a better delivery to first base than he's shown so far. Good stop by Hoyles. And it's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Might be a double play ball. And it is. They turn the fast double play. We go to the bottom of the 9th, and we're tied at 4. Bottom of the 9th inning. Eddie Murray is the leadoff man. Surhoff and then Hoyles. Eddie Murray, who made history here tonight with his 500th home run. The pitch is outside to Murray.
Well, you have to give the Oriole front office a lot of credit. They had a great ball club on paper here, but it wasn't clicking, and they think they needed something else, so they went out and got this guy. And they have been playing much better since Eddie has come over here.
First base umpire signal. That ball was caught in the air. Lewis went ahead, threw it to first base, but he scored as a line drive to the second baseman.
Well, the way it looked like it was going to be all New York, and of course New York has fallen back and come back a little bit to Baltimore also.
4.5 games right now pending the outcome of this ball game. This is Surhoff, who takes a strike. B.J. Surhoff singled his first time up. Pitch is low, and it's 1-1. He threw this one right by him. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lima ready, and a pop fly. This should get into the seats, and it will.
Yeah, there's not a lot of foul territory here, is there?
Not a whole lot.
Good hitters park all the way around.
All the way around, yeah. People are close to the action.
We're in the bottom of the 9th inning, all tied at 4 runs apiece. I'm George Kell along with Al Kaline and Jim Price. And we're at Camden Yards in Baltimore. He struck him out. Surhoff strikes out for the 2nd out of the inning.
Well, he just throws his fastball right by him. Obviously, they're scouting report that he throws a lot of changeups.
Chris Hoyles bats with 2 outs and nobody on. Hoyles is hitless. He's had a walk tonight. And the pitch is low. And the 1-0 pitch. Fouled away. 1 ball and 1 strike. This is Jose Lima. He is the 5th Tiger pitcher. And the pitch is inside, ball 2.
That's the pitch he's been calling a strike all night.
That's right.
Ball 2 and strike 1. We'll make it 2-2 to Hoyles. Jose Lima gets ready. He threw him the changeup and he just got a piece of it. Ball 2 and strike 2. And the pitch from Lima. He was ready for that one. He pulled it right over the Tiger dugout. And the pitch inside makes it 3-2. 3-2 to Hoyles.
Well, look at the umpire. Look at the umpire getting on Jose Lima.
Well, we'll have to throw this one down the middle, I guess, unless Hoyles helps him out a little bit. And he grounds it up the middle for a base hit. A 2-out single by Hoyles. And the batter will be Brady Anderson.
Looks like we're going to have a pinch runner, Alexander.
Yeah. Alexander going to pinch run for Hoyles.
Manny Alexander. This guy with great speed. We'll see if he's running. He carries the winning run at first base. The pitch is high to Anderson.
Boy, Brady Anderson just came off a terrific road trip. 11 for 29 with 6 home runs. That West Coast trip.
Lima keeping an eye on Alexander. It's ball 2. Ball 2 and no strikes to Anderson. Todd Zeal is in the on-deck circle.
Notice Mark Lewis pulled over towards first. A big hole up the middle for Brady Anderson.
Well, with a count 2-0, I think he'd be trying to pull the ball a little more, and Mark giving himself room there. This one outside, ball 3.
Well, I tell you, all of a sudden that strike zone's gotten a lot smaller.
Starting to squeeze him a little bit.
He is.
Todd Zeal in the on-deck circle, and the count is 3-0 to Brady Anderson, who might swing away on this one. He walked him. Brady Anderson gets a walk. Alexander goes down to second, and here's John Matlack coming out. He doesn't make the pitching changes.
Do you think this would be a reminder on the pitching, how to pitch Todd Zeal, or?
I think he's just settling down. Ever since the umpire challenged Lima on that one pitch, that Lima has not been real sharp. And I think they're just basically, settle down and make your pitches.
I think the umpire was looking for something, because Lima didn't make any big gestures or anything after that one pitch that he called the ball.
I really don't, I don't understand baseball. The hitters can get all over the umpire, and if a pitcher makes one little false move, he challenges them.
Doesn't make sense.
Or anybody on the bench.
Yeah.
Todd Zeal, he's a tough man in this spot. He takes a strike from Lima. He has doubled, singled, scored a run tonight. It's a breaking ball low. One ball, one strike. And a pitch inside makes it ball 2 to Zeal. All this started after the first 2 batters had been retired. Murray and Surhoff. Orioles single. Anderson walked. And the 2-1 pitch is low, ball 3. Got a left-hander going in the bullpen. He might want the left-hander to make Alomar bat right-handed. The ground ball to short. Over to second, and the inning is over. They got Zeal on a bounce out. And at the end of 9, we are tied at 4.
Okay, the new catcher for the Orioles is Mark Parent, who was with the Tigers earlier. Given his release so that he could possibly catch on with somebody, and caught on. And with the Orioles, they think an awful lot of him. They feel that he's a better defensive catcher than Hoyles, and a little better thrower.
Well, we're in the 10th inning. Bill Hyatt will be the leadoff man. Brad Osmus, and then Higginson. Tied at 4 in the 10th. We were advised that no inning could start after 1 o'clock, so this would be the last inning. Whatever might happen, if that's indeed right. 1 ball and no strikes to Hyatt. He's had a single tonight, and he fouls it away. One ball and one strike to the leadoff man. A strike. It's at 1-2. Breaking ball inside. Ball 2 and strike 2. Randy Myers pitching to Hyatt, and a foul ball into the upper deck. Still 2-2 to Hyatt. It's high, ball 3. So the count goes full on Hyatt, who has singled and struck out twice tonight. And he struck him out with a breaking ball. So Hyatt strikes out for the first out of the inning.
A little slider that up in the strike zone, really good pitch to hit, but just swings underneath of it. Again, the Tigers striking out much too much. That's a 13th strikeout.
And how many for Hyatt? 3?
It's 3 for him.
3 for him.
This is Brad Osmus. And a strike to Brad. Randy Myers gets ready. Pitch outside makes it 1-1.
George, we were just thinking about that 1 o'clock curfew. The last time in, is it a possibility they could waive that?
I don't know.
Yeah, if the team is.
I don't know how it works. Brad reaches for a pitch and fouls it away. It's a ball and 2 strikes to Osmus. Here's the pitch from Myers, and he struck him out. High fastball, and Osmus goes down swinging. It'll leave it up to Higginson. Bobby Higginson got into the game in the 8th inning as a pinch batter with the score tied and hit a home run. This one outside. One ball, no strikes to Higginson. Ball 2. Ball 2 and no strikes. Randy Myers getting ready. And he fouls this one back. So it's ball 2 and strike 1 to Bobby.
Cummings in the bullpen, ready to go with.
And a strike evens the count at 2-2. Well, looking ahead to the bottom of the 10th inning, Alomar, Palmeiro, and Bonilla will be the batters. Just missed outside. There's 3-2 to Higginson. Ball 3, strike 2 with 2 outs. And a foul ball. Still 3-2. Bobby's home run went into the left field seats. He walked him. Bobby Higginson gets a 2-out walk. It'll bring up Mark Lewis, and here comes the manager. Johnson on his way to the mound. And he wants, I would imagine, the hard throwing Benitez.
Well, the season coming to a close. The down on the farm, things have wrapped up. Toledo finished 70-72, third in the International League. Westville Hyatt, of course, as we said, had a big year. Bubba Trammell also, I think, had a good year as he went from AA to AAA, 294. Shannon Penn, who's with the ball club. Mike Christopher, our old buddy, had an outstanding year once he was sent down there with 22 saves. So as you look at Shannon Penn, Bubba Trammell, and Phil Hyatt, and maybe even Mike Christopher, maybe we'll see all of them in spring training next year.
There's Shannon Penn on the bench, a young man with very good speed.
They will be playing. I was talking to Randy Smith and Randy Johnson, the general manager and one of Randy's scouts the other day. We will send some kids to Australia to play down there. They play on weekends. They play 2 doubleheaders on weekends. A couple kids will be there. They're in the instructional league in Florida. We will have a team, of course, in Lakeland. And the major league teams will get together and have an instructional league in Arizona also. In other words, the Tigers will send 5 or 6 players. The Orioles will send 5 or 6 players, and they'll create some teams out there. So there's going to be a lot of youngsters getting a lot of playing time this summer, or this winter, I should say. And come next spring training, there might be some other names that will crop up that could be prospects or future Tigers.
Well, spring training, 40-man roster, and you see a lot of faces, and sometimes you never know, somebody could pop up out of the blue and make the ball club.
That's right. And of course, you know, they've had the team in the Dominican, which has been real good for them.
Okay, this is Benitez, and this guy can really throw. He's only pitched 7 innings for him in 9 ball games. He has 13 strikeouts in just 7 innings. He's allowed 4 hits. He's a little bit wild. He's also walked 4, but they feel this guy eventually will be their closer.
He throws very hard, very hard. He's been on the disabled list, just getting off about 10 days ago. Well, he'll be pitching to Mark Lewis here in the 10th inning.
It is now past midnight here in Baltimore, and we look at the old clock out there at the scoreboard.
I hope it's past midnight. Would you believe it's past 1 o'clock?
I mean, 1 o'clock. What did I say? I'm sorry. I tell you, we've been here a long time, boys. Been here a long time. The old birds up there are even sleeping up on the scoreboard.
We are tied at 4 here in the 10th. Tigers have the go-ahead run at first base, 2 outs. Mark Lewis will be the batter to face Benitez. The big right-hander gets ready, and he was not ready. Pitches in tight to Mark. Mark Parent goes out to talk to his pitcher.
Mark Perrin, who was with this organization before.
Well, he's been with the Tigers until a couple of weeks ago.
Well, they were trying to get him earlier, and then Casanova got hurt, and so they kept him, and he probably would have been here earlier.
Mark Parrott probably reminded him, keep an eye on Higginson. He doesn't have great speed, but he will run if you don't hold him close.
I'd make this guy throw a strike right now.
Yeah, I would make him throw a strike.
Get on, and they walk him. Trammell will get a base hit, I predict.
How about that?
Write it down, baby. Well, we have it on videotape.
It's ball 2 and no strikes. Ball 3. 3-0 to Lewis. There's still a lot of people in the ballpark at 1 o'clock in the morning. The 3-0 pitch is a strike. They can throw another one. They have Higginson running on a 3-2 pitch if he does get it over.
There's Davey
Johnson
with the Cobra, Pat Dobson.
Ball 3 and strike 1 to Lewis. He fouls it away, and it's 3-2. Bobby Higginson will be running on the 3-2 pitch. He struck him out. We go to the bottom of the 10th. We're still tied at 4.
Okay, Buddy Bell goes to the bullpen one more time. This is the 6th pitcher used in this ball game. John Cummings comes on. If you just joined us, getting home from work for some reason, Eddie Murray hit his 500th career home run. Boy, I tell you, seems like 2 days ago.
It was, wasn't it? Was that yesterday?
Back in the 7th inning.
Yesterday.
And it's been quite a battle. Tigers been battling, really giving the Baltimore Ball Club all they want here tonight.
Well, the Tigers took a 3-2 lead in the 8th inning. Baltimore came back to tie it 3-3. Tigers scored again to make it 4-3. Baltimore came right back with a run to make it 4-4. That was in the 8th. They tied it in the 7th, tied it again in the 8th, and we're in the 10th. All tied at 4. Alomar will turn around and bat right-handed. He's hitless tonight in 4 trips.
And that's a bad sign.
Yeah.
Hitless. You don't shut this guy down too often.
A strike delivered by Cummins. 1 strike to Alomar. Makes it 1-1 to Roberto. Outside, ball 2. Ball 2 and strike 1. And he fouls this one away.
No secret to John Cummings, is there? He just gets that ball and gets a sign from the catcher. Goes right after the hitter.
Right after it. Ball 2 and strike 2. And he struck him out. Alomar goes down swinging. It's the 3rd time tonight they've struck out Alomar.
Looks like he come hard inside. A little cut fastball, maybe a slider.
Good pitch.
Great location.
Palmeiro is the batter. He's had a home run and a single. It was his bloop single in the 8th inning that set up the tying run. And he fouls this one away. Rafael Palmeiro. Pitch is low and it's 1-1. One ball, one strike. And a fly ball into center. On the run, way back is Higginson. He caught it. Palmeiro drove it deep into left center field, and a good running catch by Higginson.
Good play by Bobby. Had to run a long ways. See the wind taking it, pulling it away from him some.
And the batter is Bonilla, Bobby Bonilla. He drove in the tying run in the 8th inning with a fly ball. And a strike. One strike to Bonilla. John Cummings getting ready. Strike 2.
I'd say he's looking for one inside that he could do some damage with.
I would think that's what he's looking for.
This one is high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And low, ball 2. Everything is over in both leagues. Except this one. We're in the 10th inning. Ball 2 and strike 2 to Bonilla.
Even the game in Los Angeles. Pittsburgh lost to LA 2-1. Brett Butler did get a base hit in that game, guys,
great.
by the way, and they gave him a standing ovation.
And a base hit into right by Bonilla. Well, they kept him in the ballpark as he slashes it into right field. They bring up Ripken. Cal Ripken has a single and 4 trips. Everybody deep for this fella. A strike delivered by Cummings. They got him out in the 8th inning with a go-ahead run at second. Breaking ball in the dirt.
Osmus has got to be feeling it right about now, huh?
Oh, baby, you do feel it. You know, and strange as it sounds now, they had an off day yesterday, and of course, he was out a game because of serving a suspension from the National League when he was with San Diego. So a couple days off. He will feel it more after having a couple days off.
And he fouls this one away. A ball and 2 strikes to Ripken. Bonilla is the runner at first base. He's there with 2 outs. 1 and 2 on Ripken. Inside makes it 2 and 2. They tell us they have waived the 1 o'clock rule because this is the last trip in, I guess, and Cummins gets them out. The Tigers will come to bat in the 11th. Ball 2 and strike 2. He struck him out. He swung at a pitch over his head. Ripken strikes out. We played 10 and it's 4-4.
This guy didn't have a beard when he came here tonight, George. Look at him.
Oh, that's a great shot right there. Oh my goodness.
Oh, baby.
Okay, both sides using their bullpens. This is the veteran Jesse Harasco, and this guy continues to get the hitters out. Look at that. 36 hits and 47 2/3 innings. 25 walks was kind of high for him, but guy's been a quality pitcher for a long time.
Yeah, that hits to innings pitch, boy, that's something else.
You don't see that too often anymore.
It's going to be Alan Trammell to lead it off. Trammell has batted 1 time in this game. Flied to right field. We're in the 11th inning in Baltimore, in a game that was delayed by rain about 2 hours and a half. And a strike to Trammell.
And this is not a taped replay of the game. This is it live.
One strike to Alan Trammell. We'll make it 1-1. Travis Fryman started as shortstop. He was tossed out of the game in the 6th inning when he protested the call of a 3rd strike. You can't hit it any harder than that. Right at Zeal at 3rd base.
You know, Trammell's been to bat, what, 4 times now since coming off the disabled list, and he's hit the ball hard 4 times.
Boy, this one goes down the line. It's extra bases, but right at Zeal. Ruben Sierra. He's had 3 hits tonight. Roscoe takes a lot of time between pitches. There's a strike to Sierra. That looked like over the inside part of the plate to him.
One of Al's passes is still here. Get him good seats, Al?
Oh, yeah, I got good seats.
And the pitch outside makes it 1-1 to Sierra.
He's not going with us after the game, is he?
Oh, man. No, who in the world would come to a ballpark wearing that outfit?
Guy that wants to look like an Oriole. Oh, baby.
One ball, 1 strike to Ruben. He's had 3 singles in this game. A stolen base and scored a run. The south side ball 2.
I think that was all that happened yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, he got the base hits yesterday. I think he struck out around midnight. It's ball 2 and strike 1. And right back to the mound. He slaps it to Orozco. And the second out of the inning. And leave it up to Tony Clark. Tony Clark.
It's Terry Matthews in the bullpen. Required this guy to have a veteran long reliever.
Tony is hitless tonight in 4 trips. And he fouls this one away. So it's 1 strike to Clark. Tony batting with 2 outs and nobody on. Jesse Orozco. Curveball hangs outside. It's 1-1 to Tony. Curveball coming down and in on him. Makes it 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Tony did not go for that one. Makes it 2-2. How about Orozco? He can throw it 2-2 and again 3-2. Gets the curveball over pretty good when he wants to. Swing high and tight. Makes it 3-2 to Tony. Ball 3, strike 2. Yep, he swung at it. He tried to check his swing, but he couldn't, and Tony Clark strikes out. We go to the bottom of the 11th, and we're tied at 4. It's going to be Eddie Murray to lead it off. Eddie Murray, B.J. Surhoff, and then Mark Parent. Eddie Murray's had only 1 hit tonight, but it made history. His 500th home run. Only 3 players in the history of the game have had 3,000 hits and 500 home runs. Willie Mays, Hank Aaron, and now Eddie Murray. Pitches high to Murray. John Cummins is the Tiger pitcher. Pitcher number 6 tonight. He came on in the 10th inning. A big swing by Murray makes it 1-1. And a breaking ball high. Ball 2 and strike 1.
So many records by Eddie Murray they just put up on the board. He is playing in his 2,949th game, and that's 8th on the all-time list. Pete Rose is the leader, huh?
Yeah, that Rusty Staub surprises me.
Me too, yeah.
He's 2nd. Here's a throw to 1st in time to get Murray.
Well, Rusty Staub is 7th. He's in 7th place.
7th place. All right.
We have a pinch hitter, boys. Big Pete Incaviglia. Looks like he's coming out.
Yeah, Olenke.
Former Tiger.
Went over to Japan, then came back and re-signed with Philadelphia.
When Cavilla comes on, he'll bat with 1 out and nobody on. And Cavilla batting for B.J. Surhoff.
Two home runs since he's come over here in only, what, 4 games? 6 RBIs.
One right to the big leagues out of college.
Out of Oklahoma State, right out?
Right. Drafted by Montreal, refused to sign with them. Went to Texas, hit 30 home runs his first year in the big leagues.
Pitch is low to Cavilla.
Last year in Japan, he batted 181 in 71 games.
So a lot of breaking balls, did he not, over there?
Sure do.
Pitch is high, ball 2. Ball 2 and no strikes to Cavilla. Mark Parent would bat next. Just as Cummings got ready, and Cavilla steps out. It's ball 2 and no strikes. You think he is not on go right now?
Oh, baby.
It's 2-0 pitch. He may not get the fastball he's looking for. He did, and there goes the bat into the crowd, and the ball went the other way.
Well, you know, the advantage the Orioles have here. Cavilla's been here all night sitting on the bench. He went in and took some batting practice, you know, before he came up.
Yeah.
He was able to get some live swings underneath the stadium in their batting cages, so he's not going up there cold like, you know, the hitters have to in Tiger Stadium, because they don't have those type of batting cages there.
And also Tiger hitters, if they would pinch hit, they don't have the batting cages next to their side.
Right,
they have to go all the way over behind the Oriole dugout.
Walk around the tunnel, kind of.
It's ball 2 and strike 1. And Cavilla wanted his bat back. He got one out of the dugout, and they handed it to the guy behind the Tiger dugout. Swapped bats with him. He got the fastball and fouled it away. Ball 2 and strike 2. That'll make it ball 3 to Cavilla. Count is full, 3-2 with 1 out. John Cummings taking his time as he gets the sign. And Cavilla finally gets back in. And now time is called again. Ball 3 and strike 2. And he broke his bat. He hit him right on the handle and out at first base. He jammed him good with a fastball. And Cavilla is out. And the batter will be Mark Parent.
We all know Mark has tremendous power. And he likes the ball inside, but he's strong enough to reach out and pull the ball. But definitely a good inside hitter.
Well, we saw him hit a home run to straightaway center field. We know he has good power there and to left field.
On a strike to Parent. Two outs, nobody on here in the 11th. And the pitch inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. This is inside, ball 2. Eddie Murray tied it up with his 500th home run. Tigers went right back in front in the 8th inning. Baltimore came back with a run to tie it. And we've been tied since the 8th inning. We're in the 11th. And a foul ball.
That's really what teams try to do to Mark, was change speeds on him. Don't let him set on that fastball, and you had him out in front on that all-speed breaking pitch.
And he struck him out with a breaking ball. Mark Parent strikes out. We go to the 12th. All tied at 4.
Well, Incaviglia stays in the game now, playing left field. It's definitely an advantage for the Tigers if they could able to hit a few balls out that way.
It's going to be Nieves to lead off for the Tigers in the 12th inning. Nieves, Nevin, and then Phil Hyatt.
Good thing that ball game tomorrow is not in the afternoon, isn't it?
Wow.
Huh?
Well, the guys could just stay here and sleep on the floor.
Boy.
John Cummings is a Tiger pitcher. He's number 6 tonight. Felipe Lira started and turned in another stellar performance here tonight.
Well, no school tomorrow. Kids are up. A little late.
Nieves had a base hit his last time up. He's 1 for 4 on the night. Facing Jesse Orozco. This is foul.
Well, he gives you that breaking ball inside. You don't have any choice but to hit it foul.
Those are so slow, and you're keyed up for the fastball, and you just get out in front.
Jesse Orozco is the 5th pitcher for the Orioles. That'll make it 1-1 to Nieves. And a foul ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. They've still got a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. Terry Matthews. Ball line foul into the crowd. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. And this is foul down the left field line. Jesse Orozco, he just keeps coming with a curveball down and in to the right-handers. Jesse looking in to get the sign. And a ground ball to second. Roberto throws him out, and there's one out in the 12th. Here comes Davy Johnson now. He's going to make a change. He wants Terry Matthews.
Well, he's playing the percentages. Nevin has had a pretty good night. A home run, his third home run back in the third inning. Also got another base hit and drove in a run. So he's going to go to the right-hander, Terry Matthews, the veteran that they got from the National League.
Our next TV game will be tonight at 7 o'clock. Tonight at 7 o'clock, we'll be here with the second game of this 4-game series.
You stay tuned. Don't leave, right, George and Al?
Yeah, don't leave.
Yeah. You imagine coming home from work and you say, I think I'll switch on the TV and say, you know, see what's happening, and oh, the Tigers reruns on.
Yeah.
The second rerun.
Yeah. But Terry Matthews, of course, coming over from the Florida ball club. He's allowed only 2 earned runs since coming over, and both of those were home runs hit against him.
Well, one more would look good.
Right now, it would hit it.
Bill Nevin had a home run earlier in this ball game, back in the 3rd inning. I think the Tigers have them worn down a little bit if you look on the infield out there.
Yeah, they're all kneeling down.
We could get something going here. Oh, they're...
Well, both teams had an off day yesterday, so they should be okay. But Baltimore was coming in from the West Coast. They didn't get into about 7, 8 in the morning. We came over from Chicago and got at our hotel at 3:30 a.m. in the morning, so we got a little more rest than the Birds did. But with the off day yesterday, they should be okay. I don't blame them. In fact, if it was a little bigger, I might go down there and lay in his arms.
Terry Matthews. We have not seen this fella. He pitched with the Marlins, the Florida Marlins, in the National League.
This guy's having a good time.
He isn't doing anything that we are not doing up here. Yawning, trying to stay awake.
I can't believe he hasn't loosened that tie yet.
Terry Matthews has a body like a catcher, doesn't he?
How rude. I knew he was going to say that, George.
Well, he's a little round.
I wouldn't even say that's a catcher's body.
Pitches outside to Nevin.
Al's mean to me, isn't he?
Let's get back for that Monday.
We almost missed the game.
Missed the game Monday.
1 ball, no strikes to Nevin. Makes it 1-1 to Phil. Well, this is after September 1st, the call-up date, and everybody's got a few extra pitchers right now. There's one hit foul down the left field line.
Yeah, when you look out in the bullpen, you know, normally there wouldn't be many left, but there's still a parcel of them out there.
Yeah, I see about 3 or 4 in the Baltimore bullpen. Tigers about the same. One ball, 2 strikes. Missed on the outside, and it's 2-2. Ball 2, strike 2 to Nevin. Hyatt will bat next. Ball 3. Ball 3 and strike 2. And he walked him. Well, the Tigers put the go-ahead run on first base as Matthews comes into the ball game and walks Nevin.
In fact, Buddy's going to go to the bench, gang, for Curtis Pride.
Curtis Pride will come on to bat for Hyatt. Smart parent is at the mound telling Matthew that he knows a little about Pride and how to pitch to him.
Tell you what, he's had a pretty good year for this ball club, batting .291.
Yes, he has.
And he's from nearby Washington.
I'm sure he has a lot of the folks here tonight.
I think. I don't know whether they're still here or not. I would imagine he left a few passes.
Yeah, they may not get to see him.
So Curtis Pride steps in. Runner at first is Nevin. And the pitch is low for a ball. Nobody throwing in the bullpen for Baltimore. Matthew came on, walked Nevin, misses on the first pitch to Pride. Curtis waiting on the 1-0 pitch. This one outside, ball 2. Ball 2 and no strikes.
It's like the Dobber, Pat Dobson, is going to go out to talk to his hurler.
That could be the body of only the Cobra.
That beautiful walk, isn't it? You can tell it. Look at it. The giant Cobra. Pretty good pitcher in his day.
20-game winner for the Orioles. That was the year they had 4 20-game winners.
1 of 4. Name them real quick.
McNally, Cuellar.
Come on, a fellow Hall of
Palmer.
Very good, very good. It's pretty early for it, George.
I'll tell you what.
He didn't say much to him. He was not there long. Turned around and went right back. Here's the 2-0 pitch. He popped it foul and out of play. We had a good pitch to hit, too. Terry Francona, he's flashed a few signs tonight. If they run Nevin, it would be on a hit and run play. We want to be sure that Curtis put the ball in play. This one is low, ball 3. Ball 3 and strike 1 to Pride. Osmus in the on deck circle. Terry Matthews getting ready, and the 3-1 pitch. He walked him. So Matthews comes on and walks 2 batters in a row. Down to second goes Nevin. Pride on at first, and the batter will be Osmus. It must drive a manager crazy. He goes to the bullpen, he gets some in he thinks is the right one, and he walks 2 in a row.
Yeah, especially a veteran pitcher like Matthews.
They've got the bullpen going right now.
Corbin and Milchin in the bullpen. The big right-hander is Corbin.
Pitches a strike to Brad Osmus.
The situation like this, does that bat start getting heavy for a catcher this time?
Oh man, you better believe it. He's put in yeoman work tonight.
Strike 2. He got a breaking ball over, a slider, and a strike 2 to Osmus.
And probably nobody wants to end the game more than a catcher. They play the whole game like this.
Well, he could go a long way toward ending it with a base hit right here. This one outside makes it 1-2.
Haven't seen Brad hit a base hit to right field in a long time.
Terry Matthews very deliberate, and Osmus steps out. I'd rather he'd hit it to left field to Inky.
Yeah. Inky dinky do.
And he checks his swing and fouls it away. There's Inky out in left field. He can hit one a mile, but he doesn't throw that well. Brad Osmus waiting on the 1-2 pitch. He's gone. He got the fastball over, and Osmus caught looking. It's the second out of the inning, and it'll leave it up to Bobby Higginson.
Well, we might take another look at this play. Osmus thinks the ball outside. No, that's a strike. That's a strike.
Good pitch.
I thought maybe David Johnson would be out to go get the left-hander in the bullpen, but he's going to stay with the right-hander.
Bonilla playing in rather shallow in right field. He wants to get the jump on a base hit.
So you can't play too deep in right field. It's only 318 down there.
Yeah, that's right. There isn't many places here you can play deep.
1 ball, no strikes to Higginson. He's had a home run tonight in 2 trips. We'll make it ball 2. Ball 2 and no strikes. Two on and 2 outs here in the 12th inning. We're tied at 4. And a strike to Higginson. Nothing fancy about Matthews. He just comes at you with a slider and a fastball. This one is inside, and it's ball 3. He's Going to get something good to hit right here. The 3-1 pitch. And a base hit into right center. That'll score 1. And the Tigers take the lead 5-4. And Pride had started for the plate and went back.
I don't know what he was doing, but Terry Francona had him at third base all the way. But anyhow, Bobby Higginson got a big base hit right in the right center field, scoring Nevin for the go-ahead run, and hopefully that will be the winning run. But a big base hit by Bobby Higginson, who hit a home run back in the 8th inning.
Mark Lewis will bat with runners at first and third. And the Tigers have taken the lead here in the 12th inning.
Bobby Higginson, huh? Home run.
Home run that put the Tigers in front, and now a single that puts the Tiger. He's running, and the ball is fouled away.
Mark.
Too bad.
Mark, he was running. He halfway down to second base. He could have taken that pitch. You can see that too.
Yes.
As a hitter,
As a
you
hitter.
can see. You can see the guy running.
As a right-handed hitter, you can see him easily.
Well, boys, Mark Lewis is due also.
He's due for a base hit. He's running again, throw to second, and now they're going to play a little cat and mouse here. And Pride's going to be tagged out. Tigers get a run in the 12th, and they lead it 5-4.
I don't understand that.
Do not.
Well, a clutch base hit by Bobby Higginson put the Tigers in front 5-4 in the top of this inning.
Well, it is amazing what can happen as we take a look at the Oriole clock. Am I right? 2 o'clock?
Yeah, you're absolutely. It's a little after 2.
Well, Bobby was ahead in the count, 3-1. You both mentioned he would get a good pitch to hit, and he came through with a base hit to right center.
So it'll be Brady Anderson to lead off in the 12th inning for the Orioles.
Kind of surprised they didn't bring the left-hander pitch to Bobby.
Here's a foul ball that'll come back in the crowd. Brady Anderson. He'll be followed by Todd Zeal and then Roberto Alomar. John Cummings delivers a curveball high, and it's 1-1. This one is low ball 2. Ball 2 and strike 1 to Brady Anderson. Ooh, he had his home run swing at it and fouled it away. Count goes even at 2-2 to Anderson. He's going to have to hit a curve. Oh, he threw him a fastball, and it's inside. Ball 3 and strike 2. And a fly ball into left center. This ball's going to be caught by Pride. So Anderson is out. What a big out here in the 12th inning. The leadoff man, Anderson, goes out. And the batter is Todd Zeal.
Well, I would imagine they'll be playing close to the line and deep in the outfield. Playing around the pole.
And at third base. Which is high to Todd Zeal.
Say, I wouldn't say that Phil Nevin is exactly guarding the line.
No, not as much as I would want him to guard it. Here's a strike. Todd Zeal has had a double and a single in this game. And the 1-1 pitch. Ooh, he went for a high fastball. And it's 1-2. Todd Zeal, he's got some pop in his bat. You got to be careful with it. And the 1-2 pitch coming up to the third baseman, leaving the count at 2-2. Ball 2 and strike 2 to Zeal. Look at 3-2. Well, that was close.
Yeah, Osmus framed it there for a while, and he held it there for just a split second.
Roberto Alomar in the on-deck circle as the 3-2 pitch comes up. And he hits it to third, one big hop, and over to first in time to get Zeal. So there's 2 outs in the 12th. It's all up to Roberto Alomar.
It's the guy we've been looking for since about 5 minutes to 10, isn't it?
If we can get him to pop it up.
Get him out. Take a right at first base. We'll be all right.
Pitch is high to Alomar. John Cummings came on in the 10th. He's pitching his 3rd inning. 2 outs, nobody on. And a foul that'll be out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike to Roberto. He has struck out twice tonight against left-handed pitching. Fouls this one away. He has struck out 3 times tonight.
Wonder how many times that's happened in his big league career.
Twice against left-handers.
It's the first time I can remember him striking out 3 times.
Wow.
It's ball 2 and strike 2. Mike Myers struck him out. Cummings struck him out, and now Cummings has another shot at him.
See that good slider low and inside.
Ooh. He wasn't looking for that pitch. Just got his bat on it. Ball 2 and strike 2 to Alomar. Here's the big pitch. Nope, he fouled it away. The 2-2 pitch. It's high ball 3. Palmeiro is in the on-deck circle. Rafael Palmeiro would bat next if Alomar gets on. Ball 3 and strike 2. He's gone to 3-2 on every hitter this inning. And he fouls it away. Went to 3-2 on Anderson. He flied to left. 3-2 to Zeal. He bounced to third. Now 3-2 to Roberto Alomar. And he walked him. So Alomar goes to first base with a walk. He's there, 2 outs, and the batter is Palmeiro. This guy does not give much ground to left-handers, Palmeiro.
And great speed at first base. Boy, he hits an extra base hit, and he can score all the way. Here comes John Matlack out to talk to Cummings. And we got A.J. Sager out throwing in the bullpen right now. Cummings looks like he just wants to get the ball and throw it, doesn't he?
Yeah, he sure does. He's anxious.
He doesn't want to listen to what Matlack's telling me. He says, "This, let me get this guy."
Well, it's going to be Palmeiro against Cummings with the tying run at first base and 2 outs. And he popped him up. It might be over. Lewis is calling for it. Back of second and puts it away, and this ball game is over. The Tigers score a run in the 12th inning on a clutch base hit by Bobby Higginson, and they win it 5-4 in 12 innings.
Hey, how about those Tigers? That will do it from here in Baltimore. Be sure to join us for our next TV game tonight at 7 o'clock when the Tigers and Orioles meet again in Game 2 of this 4-game series. Now for my partners George Kell and Al Kaline, this is Jim Price saying so long from Oriole Park. Once again, the final score of this morning's ball game: the Tigers 5, the Orioles 4. So long, everybody.